I'm sure that most of you are probably aware by now that Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022, was a very special day for practitioners of Satanism, witchcraft, numerology, and the like. 2022 is a palindrome, meaning it reads the same forward and backward. This day also occurred on Tuesday, or twosday. In the previous video, we discussed the blatant use of numerology embedded in the murder of Amir Locke, the 22-year-old who was sacrificed on 2/2/22, which is also a palindrome.
I want y'all to get these numbers. George Floyd, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Breonna Taylor, Attorney Benjamin Crump said the other day, 9 bullets. My nephew, 9 seconds. The Angelic Ark Covenant, 9. The order goes from the seraphim all the way down to the archangel. There is something going on in the spiritual realm.
Amir's uncle is speaking about the Kabbalistic tree of life and the Kundalini serpent energy that descends this tree of life in the form of the lightning bolt, or 3 sevens, which represents the fallen angel inhabiting its human host. Kabbalah is an esoteric tradition which involves mysticism and the occult. Simply put, this is witchcraft.
That one right there was already ordained for this. I want everybody, when you have time, to go back and look up the numbers. 3, 6, 9. He called me and got permission. Well, he didn't get permission because that's Amir. He was just like, Mom, I'm going to get a tattoo, a face tattoo. I was like, oh, please, don't do it. But at the end of the day, you're an adult. And he was like, he FaceTimed me after he got it, but he wouldn't show me his face. And then when he showed it to me, he said, Mom, it's 369. I want you to go and look up the numbers. And there's a reason behind why I got those numbers. Wow. He was very spiritual.
After we saw the blatant references made to numerology by Amir's mother and family members at his funeral, although I'm not one to gloat, I can honestly admit that this, for me, was one of those I told you so moments. Why? Because I have been saying this over and over again, that these ungodly servants of the devil practice numerology, and they do so by orchestrating their satanic rituals so that they are centered around special numbers that they believe hold magical significance. These same numbers are then associated with the dates, times, and ages of the people involved in their satanic magic ritual. Not only did the satanic ritual sacrifice of Amir Locke occur on the 2nd day of February, but it was followed up by the Super Bowl ritual and other satanic rituals and sacrifices as well. But before we get into that, let's figure out the why of it all. The month of February is dedicated to Februus, who is conflated with Pluto and Hades, because it was the month in which Rome was purified by making offerings and sacrifices to the gods of the dead. Februus, whose name means purifier, was the god of purification. He was also worshipped under the same name by the Etruscans as the god of purification and also the god of the underworld. The reference to the gods of the dead in the underworld then connect Februus with the devil and Satan, the king of the bottomless pit. The Roman festival of ritual purification for Februus was later incorporated into Lupercalia, the precursor to Valentine's Day. The name Lupercalia was connected with the Arcadian Greek festival Lycaia, which was a wolf festival. Remember the connection to the wolf, as you'll see it come back later. The name Lycaia is also associated with Zeus, the god who throws lightning bolts. The epithet Zeus Lykaios means wolf Zeus, but more importantly, it was the name given to Zeus for his cult in the city of Lycaia. A king named Lycaon once had Zeus as a guest in his palace and served him human flesh for a meal. This greatly angered Zeus, and he turned Lycaon into a wolf as punishment. Lupercalia, or the Day of the Wolf, was also associated with the worship of the Lycian Pan, assumed to be a Greek equivalent to Faunus, the horned god who wears the goatskin girdle. Thus, the wolf and the horned god, the goat and the god of the underworld are one and the same and are all connected with Februus in the month of February. Now that we have sufficiently answered the question as to why these ritual sacrifices in February are occurring, now let's look at the who of it all. We've already discussed Amir Locke's death on 2/2/22, but did you know that on February 10th, 2022, a 27-year-old woman by the name of Zoe Sozo Bethel, who appeared as Miss Alabama for the America Strong 2021 pageant, reportedly fell from a third-story window at her home and was later pronounced dead on February 18th.
Miss Alabama Zoe Soso Bethel has died at the age of 27 after suffering injuries from an accident. Miami police tell Extra that Bethel fell from a third-floor window and that the Miami-Dade medical examiner has ruled her death accidental.
When I looked into this event, it appears that there are conflicting stories concerning the date of this event. An Instagram post claims that Zoe had an accident on February 10th. However, according to the Miami Police Department, officers responded to a possible suicide attempt at around midnight, February 11th, and later confirmed that the 27-year-old model was rushed to the hospital in critical condition by Miami Fire Rescue. She was in a coma for over a week before she succumbed to traumatic brain injuries. The word coma means a deep sleep. Remember, Amir Locke was awakened out of a deep sleep before he was sacrificed. His father also mentioned that they had awakened the sleeping giant during his funeral.
But I'm shaking because I know something is getting ready to come up out of this. I'm shaking because they woke up the sleepy giant. That's why I'm shaking. They woke up the giant. They woke up the giant. They woke up the giant. They woke up the giant.
This is a reference to the coming awakening of the Christ consciousness in the Antichrist. I want you to make note of the coma, as we'll come back to that later as well. The date, February 10th, or 210, is a numeric anagram which can also be expressed as 201. The number 201 connects back to event 201, which I told you in the previous video was an event held by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in partnership with the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security and the World Economic Forum, which simulated a global pandemic that resulted from a new coronavirus. 1 month to the day that Event 201 was held, the first case of coronavirus was reported. Therefore, the number 210 or 201 connects this beauty queen's death with the crown or coronavirus, the king's disease. The date, February 11th, 2022, can be expressed as 2222 since 1 + 1 = 2. This also connects her death back to the sacrifice of Amir Locke, which occurred on 2/2/22. Not only that, but a police investigation into the death of Miss Alabama revealed that the beauty queen reportedly fell out of a third-floor window.
Miami police tell Extra that Bethel fell from a third-floor window and
The fact that she was Miss Alabama hides a secret. Alabama is sometimes called Bama, which is equal to Bama, and since she fell to her death, this points to the Hebrew phrase Barack Obama, which means lightning from heaven, and was spoken by Messiah when he described Satan's fall from heaven in Luke 10:18. We also saw Barack Obama connected with Alabama or Bama in the movie Forrest Gump. Notice Forrest wears the number 44, a reference to Obama, and he plays for Alabama or Bama. Not to mention, Tom Hanks, who played Forrest Gump, was among the first celebrities to announce to the world that he had been crowned with the venom of the serpent while visiting Australia, which is called the land down under, a reference to the underworld or hell.
I want to thank that fellow down under.
This will put a human face on it, okay? Tom Hanks just tweeted. He and his wife, Rita, are in Australia, okay? They don't feel great. They got tested. They have coronavirus.
Moreover, the manner of death for the beauty queen, Miss Alabama, specifically the fact that she fell to her death from a building, connects her death to the death of another beauty queen, Miss USA, Chesley Christ, who fell from her condo in the Orion building in New York's Hell's Kitchen on January 30th. January 30th, the day Chesley Christ fell to her death, to February 11th, the day Zoe Bethel fell to her death, is 13 days. 13 is the number of rebellion, which connects both of these women to the rebellious, fallen angels. Clearly, this is no coincidence, but instead was orchestrated to occur in this manner. In fact, we were shown beauty queens or angels falling out of the sky before. If you have been with me for a while, you may remember the video I did some years back on the Lynx commercial titled "Even Angels Will Fall," which had female angels falling from the sky because they were attracted to a human man.